now tuned into Platform TV. This is Transformation Fridays right now. I'm still full from yesterday, Thanksgiving 2015. So y'all know your boy had to get a little meat on his bones, a little skinny. But right now we're gonna cut to a commercial, if we can. Follow us on Instagram at Platform TV. Also send us a Gmail at theplatformtv@gmail.com. If you want to be on the show, this is a platform dedicated to artists, models, singers, rappers, whoever you are, just art in general. So give us a hit up. Boy Jay Got Beats. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, all social medias. Shout out to Pitbull Energy Drink, a establishment of Roscoe's Media Center, which is Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. So go down there and get you some waffles, man. All right, check it out. Platform TV. You are now tuned in to Platform TV. Platform TV. Now plugged into Platform TV. Platform TV. Platform TV. Platform TV. Platform TV.
Never forget where I came from. Walk in my shoes up, see what I see. Memories of things that I had done. Like, who is this monster that I become? Conversations with my rally on the front porch. Eviction notice hanging on my auntie front door. So the stove I had to spin on what I spent on. From that day, that's when the grind begun. I had to trap for a living, making a way out of no way. I had to trap for a living, hustling day by day. It's 4 in the morning, I know it ain't safe. Things that come in, a nigga got money to make. Better watch out, someone try to slay you. All for that word, Some enemies tried to take out my name. I took a loss then, but look what I gained. But that's another story, cause they been gone away. The hammer turn you to able, pushing that cane. I had to trap for a living, making a way out of no way. I had to trap for a living, hustling day by day. Trap, 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 trap.
That was A1 Crashing with his song Trap. It's a single out right now on iTunes. Check it out. It's called Trap. A1 Crashing. A1 KRASHN. We got some other songs. But right now, if there's some artists out there that's watching, if you would like to submit some of your material to the platform so we can pretty much showcase you, just send us a Gmail like I mentioned to you guys last time. We don't have it on the screen, but it's all good. We will have something for y'all next time when we come right back in from this next joint. You have a song ready for us? Do you have a song ready for us? I'm not getting a response. We have a song? Alright, let's play it.
We may never understand if love just happens or it's planned.
This beat right here is just an instrumental. This is something I made up real quick on the laptop with no computer, no piano, just computer. One of the instrumentals I've done. Shout out to, who was that? Don't tell me. One of those soulful singers, Anita Baker. Not Patti LaBelle with the pies, bacon pies. But you ready? You're right.
Oh my word.
I'm 16 years old.
Anita has she has a new single out. Her first single in a decade.
Word.
Yeah.
I need to produce somewhere.
Oh really? Oh wow.
You ready?
That's dope.
Make the transformation Fridays.
Transformation Friday.
Are you ready or not?
Well, what a lovely Friday after Thanksgiving. And since the real meaning of Thanksgiving is effed up, we celebrate by being grateful for the people around us and just telling them how much they impact us and how much they love us. And that's pretty much what we are doing, a celebration of life and each other. And we're boycotting Black Friday. Why? Because if Black lives matter and no one's adjusting, no one's making a difference, we have to do it ourselves with our buying power. You know, we have to shift our weight in order to get things done around here. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about our lives, then let's keep our money to ourselves and build some schools and some businesses and keep it moving with that. I'm personally looking for some gospel artists, or really the next Will Smith. You know, Will Smith made millions without cursing. How dope is that? I'm looking for the next Will Smith. Like, you don't even have to necessarily be a gospel artist. I just need you to have musical content with no cursing. That's super dope. So email me at bossypink@gmail.com. Bossy, BOSSY, pink, PINK @gmail.com. And let's get the ball rolling. I'm ready to uplift some real talent, because you know what? It's like crazy when I see people battle and I'm like, yo, he got skills, or you know, whatever. They keep going on for hours, but to have a battle with an artist who doesn't curse or use the N-word, that's some real talent. That's some skill, because you really have to expand your vocabulary. And when you come to an end where it's like, oh, lost my flow, but I'm picking up again and I'm making that dough. Whoa, you didn't curse though. That's so tight. And that's what we're about. Some positivity, because we kind of got used to cursing and doing like all this foolishness that is considered normal. And really, it's not normal. And I'll give another example. I posted, because I've been very specific when talking to God and just putting it out there about my husband. So I've been dating and I'm winging it down. I'm a little close to one than the others. And the thing that puts him over the top is he cooks, and I like food. I love food. So I always knew my husband would cook. And also social networking. Such a huge tool that we're all on right now. But what I've learned is you can use it for a distraction, or you could use it to promote what you're doing, your product, yourself, your business, whatever. But it all depends on what you're focused on. So if you're focused on like 80%, I'm going to say anything over 1% on your timeline is a distraction from what your goal is. What are you trying to achieve? And women are always going to come. They're not going anywhere. So that shouldn't be your focus. Your focus should be business pages, even some history. Learn while you're online. Like I'm deleting, I think I have maybe a quarter of the friends that I was following from the beginning. And everyone else I'm kind of like filtering out. I'm following relationship pages, successful people that are married, because I don't like a lot of single people's advice. I hate to say that because technically I'm single. There's no ring on my finger, but marriage, when people are married, they honor each other. It's like I can't make a decision without considering my partner. So they tend to be less selfish. And this is just from my mentors and from my surroundings and the pages that I'm following. And that was very important to me. It was very important to see that every day and see that real love exists every day, with so many people being bitter and thinking that it just doesn't happen, this, that, and the third. It does. You have to seek it. Seek love. Like, God is love. So seeking love is in God's will, so why not? God doesn't want you out there, being lonely or not focused on what you're doing. Focus on what you're doing. Be the light. Treat people how you want to be treated. Maybe a little bit better, because some of you accept bad treatment. I don't know, it's weird. And, let love happen. Right now, we're going to a break, and we'll catch up with everyone soon. GigiPink.com. Welcome back. And right now I have a young man that, I like a male's perspective because I'm a woman. So I could guess all I want, assume, but it's nice to have a brother in. You know what I'm saying? Have a different input. So I would like to introduce Lance in the building. He does music and he also has a family. So I kind of, I want to know more about that. My first question is, it's obvious. You all can see the tattoos on your face. Like, whoa, what made you like, okay, I'm gonna do this? Like, cause that's a commitment.
I always wanted tattoos. I liked them as a kid. But I just knew like certain places you couldn't get them as far as trying to find a job. But I figured, I made enough money in my life that I don't have to work anymore.
Work. We always have to work, but you mean work for someone else, like?
Well, yeah. As far as that, yeah. Especially like one of those, like those 9 to 5. I can't do that.
Oh, okay. I can't do a 9 to 5.
I couldn't pay attention for nothing, so.
It just wasn't for you.
Right.
But so you made enough money, and you're like, okay, let me just go ahead and do this. That was like the only motivation. Is it something significant? Where it had to go on the face, or what?
No, I just, like I said, as a kid, I like tattoos. I don't know. I really liked them, but I knew I got them certain places though, but I just wouldn't go extreme because I knew I had to do certain things. But
okay. So it's like I'm free, almost.
Basically.
Like chains unbroken. But they got MAC makeup, some thick concealer.
People have been telling me about that, so I'm like, okay, so I'm supposed to want me to cover it up?
For certain instances, because to me it's kind of like true story. I visited a church a couple of weeks ago, and I told one of the people in the choir, I said, your homegirl was distracting me. Like, I'm in church, I'm trying to get my praise on, and this lady up there with her tits all out. It's just distracting. So I think for like tattoos, a lot of the time, I think it's a distraction from what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm in the checkout aisle, but instead I'm looking at your face, So I think for different windows, I don't think people are against tattoos, because I know a lot of suits, we call them suits, and they're tatted under those suits. It's just not visible. And I got a boy who is literally making a $500,000 a year, and he has several tattoos around, but he wears makeup. So people may think you can't really tell unless you all up in his face like that, all up in his face and neck. But people may say here and there, oh, he's wearing makeup, he's this, that, and the third, but really he's just covering up his tattoos while he's making his money outside of entertainment. You know what I mean? So I don't know, you got options. I was just curious.
Well, hey, you said they got a little makeup?
Yeah, they got a little makeup.
I might use them for one of them executive meetings or something.
Yeah. It's like, it's cool to have options now. You can have the best of both worlds. And I'm a product of a hood baby and a suburb baby. So I'm a little crazy. I'm like the housewife that'll stab you, and I'll get away with it because no one suspects I did it. It's great. Anywho, so yeah, you get that makeup, get the heavy foundation, and call it a day. Because, you want to open up those doors. A lot of black men, and I see Hispanic brothers too, we get a stack of cash and we're like, oh, this is going to last forever. Then it doesn't, and we have to go in and out of different environments. But now, hell, you're not limited anymore. We got makeup. They're minerals.
Yeah, I heard. People been telling me that. I'm like, a lot of my family members, I'm like, they just telling me that because they want me to cover it up because I'll be around them.
Well, why not? Why not hit another realm? Have your tattoos and then be like, bam, a 2-shot, no tattoos. It's like, where'd they go? I don't know. I just think it's kind of cool to have that option. So music, what do you do as far as the music world?
First, I'm a music producer. Then second, I do rap. I write. But I work at 1500 to Nothing.
I heard of them. Whoa, that's major, all over. Internationally recognized.
We do music for your favorite artists.
Okay, so when it comes to the music world, do you have any clean music? Like music that doesn't have cursing or the N-word?
Maybe like one song.
One song? Okay, so Will Smith made millions with this tactic. Well, just being him, it's not a tactic, but I am looking for the next Will Smith in that aspect. I want some artists. I want a few, because out of 10, only one probably gonna make it. So I need to start with a group, kind of like a making a band situation, but I want to make someone famous, and I need this person to drop rhymes, lyrics, poetry without cursing or using the N-word. To me, that's like real skill. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I think that's cool. It depends. I mean, like, I guess it's cool, but like.
You think it takes extra skill not to curse because?
Oh,
it's
well,
like every other word.
Well, sometimes, sometimes to me, people be in the moods. Like me, sometimes if I'm in a bad mood, my song's just gonna sound like I was in a bad mood. Like you just gonna hear some, just sound crazy. Like what the hell, dude on?
It's a lot of grumpy people then. So.
Right. I mean, hey, being a gangster ain't supposed to be nice. So you hear all these gangster rappers, you figure they gonna be doing something.
I know a lot of gangster rappers though.
Well, yeah, they are out there. But I mean that's cool. Like I said, that without the N-word and all that's cool. But I'm trying to figure out would they sell records?
Well, Will Smith did. You know, and I'm sure he's not the only one.
How long ago was that?
Eons. I don't even at least a decade.
All right.
At least a decade.
In this age today.
I
don't know.
But let me ask you something. Do you listen to a wide range of music? For me, to make a long story short, I'll just give you some history real quick. I stopped listening to rap just for a couple of weeks to see how I would feel. And I felt happier. I felt uplifted more. Like, I don't know, it was strange, but I've always listened to various genres of music. But as I listen to other music more, I realized just how many artists are making millions and billions that don't really curse. It's just kind of like, it seems like black people are brainwashed into a certain realm, but all these other artists, even some black, it's not all black, it's a few black artists that aren't, but believe it or not, it's a lot of artists making bank that aren't cursing.
Yeah.
So it's not really a far-fetched idea. Right now we're just kind of like puppeteers, to be self-destructive, to keep us broke and spending money. It's just a cycle, but we don't have to conform to it.
Right.
We just doing it just because we think we have to do it, but that's not the case at all. In fact, mainstream music makes double more than rap with cursing, because you buy it for your child.
No, you are correct. I hear you on that part, because you would. Yeah, because I mean, some of my kids listen to certain rap, but the words got to be bleeped out though.
Yeah, for sure.
That's my thing. Other than that,
it's rolling.
I can't do it.
That's dope. A lot of parents don't have that. Like, people think I'm being funny or mean when I say this, but it's like, we're not dealing with a lot of sane people. And I see like little girls twerking or like wearing tights without shirts that cover their butt, and I'm like, that's so gross. I would never, I don't understand how parents just let their kids wear whatever.
I got daughters, so that's
really,
that's whack.
Are you hands on with the way she dresses and everything?
Super.
So what's up with, help me out, what's up with the parents that aren't, it drives me crazy. I've actually said a few things to parents before.
Listen, what it is it would depend. To me, I think it's how they was raised.
Oh, yeah.
Because I always look at how people parent. I have friends and stuff that did certain things or was way wilder than on just a whole nother level. But then I figured, when I went to their house, I see their mom super duper, just super hood, or just
that's where you got it from.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah. Wow. So it's okay, but giving these people just a food for thought, does it change anything? We got Jared, the subway pedophile. He didn't even serve any jail time, by the way, and statistics show a lot of pedophiles don't show jail time because, in my opinion, I believe the judges are pedophiles.
Right.
And the people around filled with this wickedness, I think they doing the same thing and just be like, oh, whatever. That's strange.
I already checked that out. It's, to me, I don't want to bring race into this, but it's a certain, certain people do these type of things with a lot of money.
Yeah.
And they're able to wash a lot of stuff under the table. They do, I've read articles about billionaires and stuff doing this stuff. Yeah. Covering it up, giving money to the families and stuff.
And it just goes away.
Yeah.
Right?
So my whole point is, for those type of offenses, they go really lenient. It's a slap on the basically a slap on the hand because it's you know I ain't gonna bring race into it, but like I said, let me get caught with a little bit of yay or some crack or something like that. It's going down.
Well, you know, they love black men. They love your organs. You know, they can't wait for y'all to go somewhere so they can collect your organs and they auction them off. You guys are a hot commodity and don't even know it. That's why, they pay millions of dollars. I don't know, if you have experienced it, but I've spent a lot of time growing up in studio and playing with record labels and around it and everything. And they pay these artists to say certain things. And it's intentional.
Right.
You take the money to feed your family and everything, but at the end of the day, it's like, is it really worth it? And then you have J. Cole that's really made a firm point and stance that it's not worth it and you do not have to take their bait.
Right.
You don't have to. And J. Cole is the only person I can think of on top of my head, but I'm sure it's a few others that are like, whoo, cleaning up with a message, without the label puppeteering them.
No, that's real.
So it's a trip. So back to the pedophile and the parents. Would it make a difference, like, if someone told them, like, yo, I see your baby girl underwear through those leggings? Like, how would you approach a friend, or how does that?
See, a friend maybe, but just like, you can't, regular people on the street, never.
You might get shot, huh?
Something like you talk to the wrong person, it go down.
It goes sideways.
But like a friend or somebody that, you care about, I mean, it's ways you can tell them.
Do you have any you can think of? Like, just as a male?
Like, I already done it, really.
Oh, that's dope.
I just told him, I was talking to my boy, I was like, I wouldn't let my daughter just
straight up,
and then start bringing out why I wouldn't.
Right, okay.
And then
so that's a key point. Follow up with the whys. Yeah, I tell young girls, I work with some young girls, and I always let them know why. I'm like, how you see yourself is one way, how everyone is perceiving you is another way. And, I used to be like a madam, something like that. I was a madam, who am I kidding? So I know a hoe when I see one. So I'm just like, whoa, if you advertising your butt and you're doing this, that, and the third, that's what you advertising. And with the world being so sick right now, like I put on Twitter, and I meant it, I got to put it on Insta, guys are so busy looking at tits and ass, you don't realize you just like the teenager's picture. That's a teenager. That's a child. And you just so busy liking, and not only that is that a child, but then you just like a he-she. That used to be a man, and you're not thinking why they have so much plastic surgery and why they look so good all the time, why they wear heavy makeup and everything all the time. That's a man, boy. That's a man. It's like, come on, you guys.
That's why you meet him on the street.
You meet him on the street, but that surgery is real. Because I got a few he-she's. I do casting, for those who don't know. And I book a few he-she's, and nobody knows. And it's kind of sick if that's all you're looking at. If you have some conversation and everything, then you'll be like, okay. You go down their timeline. I'm real firm in checking who someone follows. Every guy that I date or they claim they're interested in me, honey, I go see who they're following on all social media. Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. I want to see it all.
That's right.
And I'm shocked at a lot of guys. That's why if I didn't hit you back, that's why you're following some men that are camouflaged as women, and you're following some kids. You need to clean yourself up, and pay attention to what you're doing, because it's not worth it. And you out here sleeping with these demons and got all these soul ties. I'm good.
I'm glad I'm married.
Really? Are you glad you're married?
Not all the way, but in the sense of you talking like that, yeah.
You can make it better. These
talking about he sees. Yeah.
Let me tell you about these he-she's. They are a trip. And then let's like get past the he-she's and go to just the Jezebel spirits, just these demonic women. And you go to ancient Greece, so that's white. And then you go to biblical, where we had what's my boy name? Solomon. Lost it all to a bitch. I don't understand. What is it?
Hey.
What is it? It's so soul ties, because when you're sleeping with a woman that's promiscuous, you inherit her spirit and her thinking process.
I've heard of that.
You know what I mean? So you start thinking it's okay to sleep with everyone, and that also opens up the door to homosexuality, because you're absorbing her desires for a man. So it's disgusting. And if you're married, you know, not speaking on your marriage specifically, but marriage is something you could build on. Hey babe, because women body changes, you know, hey babe, let's go work out, let's start drinking alkaline water. That helps with female mood swings. So you kind of you could trick women into being better. Give her fruits and berries.
That's something new. I'm going to try it too.
You know, seriously, you could.
That's what I'm dealing with, moves.
Really? Okay, green tea. Really, it's just what you're taking in, what you're watching. Don't let your woman watch these trashy reality shows, because I stopped watching them, and here's why. During the reality show, I'm like, man, I wish she would, or I wish my man would. And I don't even feel like that. I don't even talk like that unless it's time to get down. And I don't even do that then. I'm just like, square up, you know, bust a move or nah.
Right.
You know, I'm not with all this, but watching those shows, I found myself feeling that way and engaging. And when it comes to interaction with someone, you're taking on their issue and what they just dealt with. You know, I don't watch that mess. Watch HGTV, the History Channel, National Geographic. Some we could watch with the kids about some dolphins, some whales, some penguins, some ants. You know, I don't care. Just not that mess. And then when it's on and you have your children walking in, Lord, they let anything on TV. You know, so it's like you kind of don't even want your children absorbing that wickedness.
All that mess off.
Did you?
No, wow. I mean, I do what I can. When
That's
I'm around,
dope. That's so
my
dope.
wife thinks she's gonna watch all these intervention and.
I like intervention.
No, well, they don't need the kids don't need to be seeing them snorting.
Yeah, the kids don't need to see it.
Hell, get them
right. Exactly.
What's going on
exactly.
here? Well,
exactly.
It could just be simple. It just any other, you know, just something simple. But I still don't. You know, you.
I feel you. Yeah.
Watch what's that? Separate. Inside Out. Whole cartoon movie.
Right. That's so dope. And you know, I just really applaud you for saying that and doing that, because it's a man's job to check your woman. Like I tell people, they think I'm crazy. I liked Ike. Not like minus the abuse and the drugs, but you know, I like a man that's like the guy I'm talking to. He's like, I don't want you posing naked online. You know, I don't want you with your butt out online or doing this and the third. I like that. I think that's respectable. I think that's a man's job. And I'm like, okay, like your woman, hey babe, let's cover this up and let's go get this done. Let's go do this, just because I don't want them judging you. I love your tattoos, but I don't want other people judging you. So for now, we're going to cover them up until they get to know you, and then we're going to be like, gotcha. You know, it's just like that balance, how we balance each other out. So being that you're married, I have a question. Do you follow any booty pages on social networking?
No.
None at all?
No. I mean, for what?
You really?
But I follow, like, sometimes I follow back through, like, it be females, but my wife checks my Instagram, so. I mean, I have nothing to hide, so I let her see it, though.
Right.
But as far as the little, no. I can't do that.
Really? See, I didn't think it was anything wrong with it, but as I'm in transitioning, preparing to be a wife.
I'm married already, so that's probably why. I'm not, who knows if I was single.
What you would be doing?
Right, but I just know that's not what, you know.
It's wicked even for a single man.
Oh, I'm sure.
And a single woman. Let me tell you why. Because I see certain things, and then it's like my mind goes to a place where I didn't even want it to be. Mm-hmm. You know, so I'm thinking about it more so like that.
That's
like,
right.
I want to be on money. You know, I want to be on business.
That's real.
You know, so I have been, I said earlier, I'm following maybe, and this is maybe, a quarter of the people that I've been following for years. This past week, I only follow 420 people. Heavy stoner, holy trees.
Yeah.
We smoke them. So I follow someone and then I delete someone, and I'm judging based on the content that they post. Are they teaching me something? Is this something going towards my purpose? Like, I'm serious about making $1 billion. I'm serious about going above my billion. So my actions and what I see every day has to reflect that. And if it's on sex, that's a distraction. Married, single, it doesn't matter because your mind frame is in a place where it shouldn't be. And men are very visual. So you really have to be careful about what you visualize because you're intaking that and your brain is processing it. And it isn't sure if this is real or not. So you take on into lusting when you really should have been lusting on $1 billion.
Yeah, ain't no money in no lusting
ain't no
over
money
no
in
female.
that. It really is STDs.
Nope.
It's unplanned pregnancies and it's gag orders. Have you had any guys? Because I know a few guys that you guys have worked with personally that have gag orders. They got families, outside families, and baby mamas that they didn't want. Have you heard about that at all? Do they talk about it? Are they honest?
No. I've heard about it.
You
know, through I guess the media, but as far as them elaborating on their stuff, no.
I wish they would. And I wish strippers would tell the truth about how they make their money, about how many dicks they sucked. We know. We know.
Jesus.
We know. That Jezebel spirit is real. How many men you slept with back to back to back, and then they wondering why they confused and depressed and have anxiety. You're taking on all these confused and damaged spirits and lonely spirits, and then embedding it in yourself, and it's just a swirl of crap. But yeah, back to the music. Yeah, there's a few artists out there. I challenge you to come out and be honest about your gag orders. All the costly children that you had and everything. That stuff costs. You talking about messing with these hoes. Tell the truth about the consequences. I think that's the problem. We're glamorizing lifestyles that are really full of doo-doo. See, with your wife, you can have sex all over the world, unprotected, and just having a good old time. You can't do that single because condoms only protect against so much if you think about it. Like, and then with your wife, that's a growing experience. You could try different things. Like if she's not experienced or if you're not experienced, that's something that you learn together. You have intimacy together. Let's try this. Let's send the kids to the babysitter and do this. Well, the kid's taking a lap. Let's go in the bathroom and try this. You know, it's an experience you can do together. You can sexercise.
Married.
When you're married.
That's what I'm saying.
It's benefits.
Versus being out there, just out there.
Just out there. And it's really just out there. We don't think about it that way, but I swear it
that's
really
what it
is
be.
like.
You just out there.
Seriously, right? You're just out there, and when you out there, you prone to catch anything.
Yes.
You know, just orbiting around, and you're gonna hit something eventually. You know, just like meteors. We got thousands of meteors that hit here, you know, every day, and it just boom, boom, it burns out. It gets old, you know. So, how is it being married so young and around a whole bunch of single, crazy people?
It's cool. I mean, actually, everything is good except sometimes women have the mood swings.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy.
How's your communication about, how's your communication with women in general? When I get moody or something's off, it's like, normally my friend calls it and we don't have a discussion.
It could be she ate breakfast late. It could be all those. It just be just, I told her she need to go see a doctor.
Which is true, but you kind of become that doctor as well.
I mean, yeah, to a certain
degree.
Yeah, because they only listen to you, like, I don't know, it's,
yeah.
I think they'll listen to a third party, a person.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it's kind of hard.
Yeah, I agree with you. I just ask questions to see if people really mean what they say. I am a firm believer, especially with Black and brown people, that we need to see counselors. We need to seek outside, even church. Church provides counseling. That's part of what you're tithing for. We need a third party to mediate sometime. Let me talk to this person, talk to that person, and then we'll come together and you'll talk to me collectively and see where we get. It's so needed in our community, and I think being that it's so cliche, that's what's messing us up. Because these white folks, they go out there, they see them, yep, and they get it together.
Right.
And it's us left kind of like broken because we're stubborn. We don't want to go.
Right.
So I honestly believe with you. I believe what you're saying. I'm in agreement for sure. Do you pray together? Is that something you do every day?
Not really, because my wife is Native American, so she has different beliefs than I do.
Oh, is she spiritual?
Yeah, but not Christian spiritual. They believe in the grandfather and the earth, the eagles, the bears, stuff like that. So.
Well, you could connect as far as the earth, because the earth is love, the earth is God, right. Our ancestors.
The animals, well, I love animals, so.
Yeah, so.
I like bears and stuff.
Yeah, so essentially, if you really think about it and digest it, it's all in one. It's all cohesive. So, I mean, whether it's meditation or just joining hands and welcoming everything positive and shunning out everything negative and, bringing her beliefs, allowing the crooked places to be made straight together, is power in that. It's power in you two coming together and just like, all right, let's do this, joining hands and on the same accord with one mission. Okay, what are we doing? Why are we joining together? For peace. We need peace, a clear understanding amongst each other, set up a schedule. It's just like solutions. Always finding solutions. Same thing with your music and when you're coming to a business deal. How can I make it fair for this person, and how can I make that bread? You feel me? You sit there, you negotiate.
Time. That's right.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. So in a way, relationships are like business.
Yeah. Right.
You kind of handle them similar. So, what's your favorite track that you produced, and for what artist?
I like How to Pimp a Butterfly.
What?
1500s to Nothing, you already know.
Whoa.
Kendrick.
So why is that your...
I like that beat. I don't know. I almost didn't want to sell it. Well, I was telling my boy Rance, let's not sell that.
Oh, really? You wanted it for yourself?
Yeah, sometimes people say I'll be hogging all the good stuff, so.
Oh, that's something I would do until I see that check.
Right, yeah. So, look, yeah, this is right. This is for show right here.
Yeah. Well, that's really awesome. I really enjoyed your conversation. I really love having a male opinion, and just being a man of experience. Do you have any advice that you would give younger guys? Just like something you wish you would have listened to, or something you wish you would have known earlier?
It's a lot of stuff I wish I would have done, or known before now, as far as ways on going about how to get my music out there. If I would have known a long time ago, what I know now, who knows where I'd be.
Wow.
Just I think about stuff like that. Just
yeah.
As far but see, I'll never see. I don't know if I should put this on there, but
Well, we'll edit it out.
Well, I claim a set, so I never. But my thing is, I ain't never. Anything that came with it was supposed to happen. I ain't even never regret nothing. But sometimes you be like, what if I did this and went this way and didn't do that? Where would I be at? But it don't even matter. I like what I do, so I ain't tripping.
Yeah, because we can't change the past, but we can change this very moment in the present. It was a post, and I really had to have a real conversation with myself. It said someone could have won with the same cards you were dealt. And I had to sit back and just reflect on just this past month alone. Not even a year. I mean, it's crazy to think just this month alone, I think someone could have won with several opportunities that I had. Just being real with myself. So it allowed me to accelerate in my mind and cleansing my mind and really thinking, am I focused? And that's where my timeline shift on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, that's where that shift kind of came about again, because this is my second cleanse. My first cleanse, as far as what I'm absorbing on social media, was like just porn stars. I was following some porn stars and some strippers, this, that, and the third. Some are associates, but I gotta send them a DM. Like, don't get offended, but I have to unfollow you. I don't need what you talking about, or just I don't need your butt or I just don't need these things popping up on my timeline. I don't even want them there. I'd rather have advice on stocks and bonds, or this is happening in the world, and entrepreneur seminars. I'd rather have that pop up than your black ass. You feel me? Like, you have to make a decision. You literally have to decide, do I want to win or not? You literally have to decide, and you have to flip and mean it. You have to mean it. You can't lie to yourself and bullcrap yourself. And you're doing the people around you who have sacrificed for you a disservice when you're not serious. It's like, oh, you're not serious. You're not. Because you could do A, B, C, and D. If you could spend $30 on weed, you could spend $30 on getting new headshots. Or, hey, man, this is all I got for now, but I got you when whoop, whoop, whoop come through. I mean, gas money for this or the third. For guys, all the money you spent on drinks trying to get in a woman's pants, you could have spent that money on your website. What are you guys doing? You have to, I want to be successful, and you have to flip and mean it, and your actions will reflect it. I mean, you will do a whole change. Like, you have to have that real talk with yourself, or you full of doo-doo. You a hypocrite to yourself, and that's the worst. And sometimes you have to step away from people to get it together. And now, you know, I used to live in the suburbs. Now I'm in the hood. And one thing I noticed about the hood is so noisy. Like, almost all the time, it's just noise somewhere, some time of day. And I think it's very distracting. You have to have a moment of silence in your life to really balance and focus and get things together, because noise is a distraction. So you also have to, like, do everything in your power to rid of distractions. Like, this is it, tunnel vision. It has to be there, or you'll fail. Do you have any inputs on that? Like, any advice to, like, just really being focused? Because your group has accomplished a lot.
Yeah, it's always, man. I'm gonna just give my thing as far as,
okay.
Whenever I've been not focused, everything falls to crap. It's just,
I got the same story.
Everything goes crap. But when I plan stuff out and stay focused on what I'm trying to do, is, like you say, serious about stuff, just start, to me, it just fall into place, actually, you know. That's one thing I've noticed, so I just stay on the grind, like, a lot, all 24/7.
Yeah,
so
I have that same story.
That's my little, you know, that's me, that's just through my personal life. But
yeah. But it helps to share that story. Like, my friend had mentioned online about soul ties, and then another guy had commented on it, like, yeah, someone told me in my 20s about soul ties, but I didn't really listen to them. And that allowed us to have a discussion, like, you know, how can I help women and speak to women about, you know, soul ties? And it really helps to have a partner that's doing their part to do something positive. And it helps when you're dealing with someone on the same mission as you,
right,
as far as keeping you focused. Because when I'm slipping, it's like, hey, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. You know, then when he's slipping, it's like, hey, you know, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. And instead of getting mad about it, it's like, good looking out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Really, it helps to have that reinforcement. You know, and in the group that you work with, do you have that with them?
Yeah. It's just, I'm like, really just like, actually, I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm on drugs, you guys.
All right.
No.
Real drugs or weed? Because weed isn't a drug.
I'm on weed and Xanax.
Oh, okay.
I get that prescribed, though, you know. I have issues.
All right.
So if I start if I start looking crazy or I can't remember what you said, hey, it's the drugs.
Oh yeah, you know, that's why I watch Intervention. Yep.
She like, you need to watch that more often.
Yeah, you got Intervention is the bomb.
I got my doctor give me these though. They say I need them though, but
man, those doctors full of crap. Them doctors just want your organs. They give black men stuff to send you guys crazy. Believe me when I tell you this. A lot of things that they prescribe to the black community is to turn us into zombies and to make us be less functional. We should never be on something that makes us forget. I mean, the thing about weed is you forget, and then like maybe 10 minutes later, you'll be like, oh, I mean, most of the time less. You'll catch it within that minute. But anything other than that, you know, you kind of want to weed yourself off of it. And once again, alkaline water, green tea, these natural sources of nutrients,
alkaline water,
get our bodies back in line. Our bodies are so perfect, especially being black. Our bodies are so dope. Our bodies heal quicker. I forgot how much more, but our bodies heal quicker than, you know, other races. It's like really dope, like on some Wolverine shit though. Like that's probably where the character came from. It's probably a black gene that they used. So
Wolverine,
yeah, you know, we heal really fast. So I just want to say it's a lot of us on I forgot what my friend is on. We on something. You know, they do their best to put us on something from like birth. You know, it's like, no, that child just need an ass whooping. They don't need to be on whatever you're trying to prescribe them. Or, you know, they just need attention. They just need to be nourished. Or maybe you're teaching too slow. Anyway, that's another topic. I'll get off of that. I'll go back to the question I asked. Well, I think I asked you because I smoke holy trees all the time. So if we go right, I just kind of roll with it. Your brothers, the guys that you work with, do you have that reinforcement of, man, you tripping, you need to be focused, or like, do you guys have that? Because Chris Brown is a mess.
Oh, of course we do, but that's just with our team. You know, as far as the artists that we work with, it's just they give it.
It's just business.
They pay us, and we do what you want. Whatever you wanted us to do, we're gonna do for you.
Yeah.
Now you might develop a relationship with some of them. You know. Close ones, like I'm cool with a lot of YG my dude, so I got a song. I ain't gonna talk about that, but that's my cat, so you know you might do, you know, to him, you know, certain dudes you might be like, hey man,
it's a little different, yeah,
but certain cats you be like, yeah, for sure, yeah,
cut the check,
like, yeah, for sure.
yeah, I Chris Brown, I don't know, I haven't seen him at least maybe 2 years, because time is flying. It feels like just a year. But back then, and then the Yo video was the first time I seen Chris. He was such a mess. Like, just the people around him, I think they were just either careless or demonic spirits, because you have to be one or the other to just let someone self-destruct to that extent.
I mean, like you said, sometimes it's business.
Right.
You might not even care. It's just like, he gonna get this done, we gonna get this done, I'm gonna get this check, he gonna get this check, we all happy.
Wow,
good
that's
riddance,
a trip.
you know. I mean, but at the same time, somebody, I mean, maybe he might have been, some people might be too young for that, or, you know, because...
But it's like no one around you care. You know, it's like Charlie Sheen winning. Yeah, you won AIDS. What's up now? You know, you won. You won all right. You know, he's winning. Everyone's cheering him on for, you know, I think he was caught with over, 60 prostitutes at that time. You know, and they were bragging about that and bragging about all the drugs he was on. Winning. Now he got AIDS. You know, it's like no one talks about the negative consequences
to this, to
the story, to what you're doing,
right? And
he's not the only, and not to mention that was 60 he was caught with. So who knows how many of those women have AIDS that are on Instagram posing with their ass out, and you sliding up in their DM trying to meet them to see if they look the same in person. You feel me? Like, it's a chain reaction. But we talk about Charlie Sheen, not all the women he slept with. At least half of them have to have AIDS. They have to. And we're not exposing
those are like
them.
More people that be doing that to, I don't know, I would never go to IG to try to find no girl. Sorry. I'm not going to IG.
But I mean, even if you meet them in person, it's what I'm saying. You meet them in person.
Even in person, but I don't know, you should know, like I said, I'll be knowing, like, I know what's good, who's who and who's what. Mm-hmm. Just by, I ask a couple of questions.
Yeah.
And just by your conversation, I usually can do that. Have a good. I'm good with just picking people out as far as you's a whore. You know, I don't deal with them. The people that'll rebuttal. You know, them you be like, oh, okay, what's up? Like, you know, like the ones that's no, I don't. You know, not like forcing your way, but you know, like
yeah.
That's, you know, I don't want the ones that's, oh, what's up? What's up? What's popping? They asking you what's popping. Be like,
right.
What?
Right.
Like,
Wait,
no.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool. The chill ones could be a trip too.
They could.
You know, I always share this with everybody. I
They
had an
could.
experience with my niece, and she told me something that kind of blew my mind. And you know, I'm auntie, and I just want to listen to absorb because I'm older than I look. You know, and she just said, you know, auntie, if plan A don't work and I'm not, you know, successful making the money I want to make, whatever, I'm just going to get with a guy for his money. You know, I think she said a football player or something. And I'm like, well, athletes go bankrupt within 5 years after retirement. So good luck with that. But I'm just like, her mind frame, like what she was thinking, where she was at. And something about that conversation triggered other conversations like that spark with other young ladies. And I'm like, I'm the rarity. Because I would have never thought anything like that. I've been working since I was 11. I've been getting paid to do hair. Granted, it wasn't great. But also, you know, my friends' hair and then their moms and their cousins. And, you know, it's just like $40. That's cheaper than $140 in the shop. So, you know, that's what I was doing. I was selling sour strips in school. You get 12 for $1 or, you know, 1 for 10 cents. I've been working, so
Hustle.
It would never cross my mind that I need to get with the guy for money. Never. Every
It's
time
this generation, this new generation.
it's just the new generation. Well, I'm scared of them. I'm scared of them. That's why I am crazy. I'm like, if a guy wants me, he has to really want me because I'm checking everything. And you can have my phone. It's not even a lock on my phone. You
Right.
can have my phone. I don't have no games to play. I don't know what kind of wicked spirits are dancing around you people dancing with, but I'm good. It's strange, and you need to pay attention and you know, get your mind right. And it's just like, do you really want a woman that only wants you for your money or because she thinks you're going to give her things and buy her stuff? You know, it's going to come a point where money won't have a value. You know, it's just paper.
Right. To me, those, I mean, see, I know them too. Them is the ones you just kick out.
But how do you know?
Because it's just, like, I didn't had, you know, people try to, you know, back in the day, try to feed me with some, oh, just, you know, when they asking for a little bit too, like, nah, I had a girlfriend before, then she wasn't doing all that.
Uh-huh.
Matter of fact, she was actually trying to help and buy me some shit, too, you know, whatever the hell, versus you just take, give me, I mean, you know, give me, take. Nah, but, and just on, just like I said, it could be like 1 or 2, maybe 3 dates, and I'll figure that out. Like, oh, okay, I know what's good over here.
I know what's good.
You know?
And what about the timeline? Were you able to check a timeline back in the day?
Oh, wasn't that far long?
Oh.
It wasn't that far long. I make sure. I know.
Oh,
you know.
okay. An in-person thing. Okay, so I need to loosen up a little bit and give them a chance in person. I don't even do that. I check the timelines and stuff, and if I'm seeing booty pages and promiscuous things, I'm like, I'm out of there. Well, I'm so grateful for you coming through and just opening up and being honest. And we enjoyed you here on Pillow Talking with Gigi Pink. How do we find you? Like, if we want some beats or, you know.
If you want some beats?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you to contact the company.
All right. What's the company's info?
1500 and nothing at gmail.com.
All right. You guys hear it? 1500 or nothing at gmail.com. Have your bread right, because they not playing no games.
Have
Make
it
sure
right.
you look up their resume.
Matter of fact, yeah, y'all go just look us up. Do the credits or go just type in 1500 nothing credits or songs for whoever.
And it will
A
come.
lot of things is going to pop.
Yeah, your favorite artist is rocking with 1500 nothing. I guarantee you at least 5 of your top 10 were made by 1500 or nothing. Thank you for tuning in.
What?
Feel my pain, man. I want you to feel my pain. Wake up in the morning, say your prayer because you never know. It's like we in a line to lose our life, then say who next to go. It don't make no sense, but yeah, we filling up that piggy bank. Instead, we on the web to see the Instagram of Kimmy K. Killing made cool, won't be surprised if Christ came now. Strange fruit in a different way, just let it hang out. Man, I'm really hoping that this killing trend pipe down. Cause taking black life just a lifestyle. And it's clear they living it up. Trading guns for groceries, but I ain't giving it up. So even though it ain't my MO, Sometimes I wanna spray a few then reload. Let me be the captain cause I'm smart and not insane, no. Doing this to spread the message, not to end up on the late show. But no offense to Dave though. Hey bro, just because we went to school there doesn't make us no animal. Let me live my life to say nobody else gon' live for me. Choices and mistakes gonna make them, that's the way you go. And I just wanna have it with my talent, make a meal for me. And if I'm gonna do it, motivation is the greatest role. Yeah. The people they asking, what's my motivation? One thing that I tell them is you gotta have patience. It don't come overnight. That's work to FedEx. Shout out my connect. That's how you gain your respect. In a land full of hate, all I do is show love. But when I need me some help, don't nobody show up. My only friend is a ghost. At least they understand me. All I know is the struggle. So how I get to the grades? If you can't stand me, sit down. If you can't sit, then lay down. Don't wanna lay, then pay now. Now we the talk of the town. Yes, I'm black and I'm proud. That's what matters right now. God bless all the lives that was shot dead. Let me live my life to say nobody else gon' live for me. Choices and mistakes gonna make them, that's the way you go. And I just wanna have it with my talent, make a meal for me. And if I'm gonna do it, motivation is the greatest role. Let me talk. Let me talk, man. Aight? Shout out to all the fallen soldiers, man. Oscar Grant, Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, Eric Garner. God bless all the lives that was shot dead. Shout out to Jamil Shaw. Not personally, shout out to Jamil Shaw. That's my nigga, man. Everybody that I didn't mention, you know how the media do. But that don't stop me from doing my searching. Feel me? But yo, listen. Stay positive.